Welcome back to Chasing the Target after a depressive weekend. I think we're back and we're not discussing anything to do with the WTC. It's all behind us. I don't give a damn. जिसको भी बात करना है घर पे बात कर लो. मैं तो बिल्कुल नहीं बात करने वाला हूँ मैच के बारे में अब because footage देख के बस हो गया मुझको and there's no assessment of this Indian team at this point of time. We're moving our focus to the Ashes, one of the most important Test cricketing events that happen almost every year, every 2 years rather. Last time 4-0 in Australia, the Kangaroos give it to the Lions, and I mean Ben Stokes is always going to want to win the Ashes in England, and I think that'll be his last trophy that he'd want to have a hand on. He did win the IPL this year despite being injured. He has won the World Cup. He has won the T20 World Cup. He's won everything, and it's left one thing. It's left. He's not won the Ashes yet, right?
Not as captain, but he's won it as a player.
2019, yeah, as a player.
Not in 19, I think in 15. 15, yeah.
15 in England. Yeah, in England, yeah. So, but last time around 4-0, Australia coming as one of the best Test teams right now to face. What they won the Mace right now, so they currently are number one. But what are your expectations going into Friday, the first match, Birmingham? Pura desi crowd रहेगा वहाँ तो, and I'm pretty sure a lot of non-Aussies going to be there in support of for England.
Yeah, I mean, it's the home of the Peaky Blinders. My expectations are very high. I'm so pumped up for this series. It took me one day and I got over the WTC, and now all I'm doing is looking forward to the Ashes, reading a lot of articles, consuming a lot of content, and all the focus is on that. And it's because I think this is a evenly matched Ashes because Australia is so good away from home as well, and England have just completely transformed cricket the way they're playing. It's really exciting. Anything can happen, and it could be England could hit 500 one day. They can get all out for 50 or 60. That makes it even more intriguing, more exciting. And yeah, they're up against a very strong Australian team who are world champions right now, and who really want the Ashes more than anything. I think for them to win the Ashes for the first time since 2001 in England will be a big achievement. और इन लोग तो भाई रेडी रहने वाले हैं. Already they've gotten a good warm-up game against India. They've acclimatized to the conditions, and they're raring to go. England, on the other hand, have been playing a lot of golf and chilling. It's a different approach, man, with Ben Stokes and McCullum. Very, very laid back, but at the same time effective and high risk also. So it'll be very interesting to see how it goes.
I think they did have like a few players playing in the Irish Test series, right? The one with
and Ireland. Yeah,
I mean, there
was a few. But the problem in that their bowlers, apart from Broad, if you see today, I think England's 11 has been announced. So it's going to be Broad, Anderson, and Robinson. They're missing, I think, and Moin Bhai. Yeah, I think that's the guy I'm going to come to. But 90 miles per hour bowler miss kar rahe look like a Mark Wood or even Matthew Potts, who is Ben Stokes' colleague in Durham. He played well last year in the summer for England. I would like to see an extra faster bowler because
what I can see, sorry to cut you there, but what I can see on Cricinfo is the first and second test only. It's Ben Stokes, Moeen Ali, James Anderson, Bairstow, Stewart, Brooke, Crawley, Duckett, Lawrence, Dan Lawrence, Ollie Pope, Ollie Robinson.
That's the squad, but if you see the 11 is announced also for tomorrow, I think for the game on Friday.
It has? I
think so, yeah. I think it's been announced. In that, it's going 3 fast bowlers. They're going with Ollie Robinson instead of an extra fast bowler. So I think that is something. And also, they're undercooked, the fast bowlers. They haven't bowled much. Anderson is coming from an injury. Robinson hasn't bowled too much. Only Stuart Broad has bowled a bit. But that's the only thing I'm a bit worried about from England's point of view. And especially, Ben Stokes wants flat pitches. Honestly, I think that if it's grass pitches, it suits them much more. Australia hasn't won in these conditions when the ball is moving around in such a long time. So I think they should have just stuck with the, conditions which suit swing and seam. But yes, this is how Ben Stokes wants to go. I think it's high risk with their kind of bowling attack. But let's see. We'll have to wait till Friday. The thing I want to talk about is Moeen Ali because he has not been playing for the England Test team for 2 years. He retired from Test cricket after the 2019 Ashes. I think he got dropped, and then he hasn't come back since then. And he is going to be the premier spin bowler. That is a big risk, but at the same time, I'm really happy for him. I think Moeen Ali is a great player. I really enjoy him, but him being that sole spinner, how effective will he be, man? Because like Jack Leach, okay, fine, he's not the greatest wicket taker, but he holds one end up. He's very accurate. He knows exactly किधर pitch करना है, कहाँ नहीं pitch करना है, and उसका economy like तीन तक ऐसा रहता है. मोइन अली का ये problem है, he's a wicket taker. But if they get after him, he can go for 5-6 runs and over. So I think it's a gamble that England are doing, but Ben Stokes loves a gamble, and that's why I understand the selection. But I just feel that it's going to be a high risk kind of situation.
But with Wainali also you get a bit of advantage with the if it is going to be like they're saying flat surfaces and stuff. He is usually acclimatized to batting in those conditions.
मगर फैज जब आपके पास आदिल रशीद भी रहता है या कोई और रहता है जैसा वनडे में जब यू यूज मोइन अली एज अ पार्ट टाइम स्पिनर एंड एक्स्ट्रा बैट्समैन यहाँ पे ही इज योर मेन स्पिनर यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ही इज प्लेइंग लाइक अश्विन जडेजा लायंस रोल. So he
Yeah.
has to do the bulk of the bowling. He has to bowl 15-20 overs. I think also that he had an injury on his index finger a few years ago, which also caused him to have dip in performances in Test cricket. And with the pronounced seam with the Duke ball, that injury can reoccur. So I know it's only for 2 Test matches, but I hope the best, man. I think if you're looking at from Ben Stokes situation, उसको क्या ना wickets होना, right? He doesn't care कितने
Yeah.
runs मारेंगे. उन्हें बोल दिया मोइन अली को कि भाई जो भी करना है करो, just enjoy the 2 games, have fun. And yeah, so if you look at it from that point of view, he's a wicket-taking option. He can, if he gets the wicket of Smith, for example, it gives England a huge advantage. But I just feel with the situation, him not playing, and भाई उन्हें रेड बॉल खेला ही नहीं, डोमेस्टिक भी नहीं खेला, काउंटी भी नहीं खेला.
काफी टाइम हो गया यार.
आईपीएल में भी कितने ओवर डाला होगा उन्हें, like I think
बहुत कम. बहुत कम.
yeah,
Only
15
combined
game
अगर
में,
देखा 6 मैचेस. 6 मैचेस.
हाँ 15 गेम में 6 मैचेस डाला होगा, उसमें कितना टोटल 20 ओवर 25 ओवर होंगे. लाइक ही हैजंट बोल्ड दैट मच, एंड या ही सेइंग ही बोल्ड इन द नेट्स एंड एवरीथिंग, बट मैच सिचुएशन बिल्कुल अलग रहता.
अब बेन स्टोक्स लिया है तो obviously there's some kind of an effect to it. Obviously he knows what he's doing and it depends on what they're going to be doing in that aspect of like taking him, because तुम जैसा बोले स्पिनर नहीं है. The only other spinner that's coming to my mind is Joe Root, who is also not a very like good spinner. So
Again, there you go, yeah.
But maybe like I'm saying, अगर बहुत ज़्यादा flat pitches है, skid कर सकती ball, then this guy will come in handy. Maybe if he's just gonna bowl straight wicket to wicket, and Moeen Ali can do that, right? तो अगर turning wicket नहीं है, कोई purchase नहीं है actually, तो it's good for him. खाली accurate रहा तो भी उसको wickets मिल जाते. What we saw in the IPL also, he got I think 3 wickets in a against who was that? I'm not able to recollect, but he was the differential pick for Dhoni in that particular game. So he after that is what he said. Dhoni knows when to bowl me and stuff. And those kind of situations is what I'm feeling England might be wanting to go.
Even against India, I remember 2016 या 2017 में जो tour था, or before that, उन्हें बहुत effective था. He picked up, he picked up a lot of wickets. मगर this is going to be a different challenge. Australia will look to attack him, especially with he is undercooked in Test cricket. They'll look to take the attack to him. It's about how Ben Stokes has feels for him, how he uses him as an option. That will be I think the key from England's point of view. High risk to have, but that's how these guys play cricket, and I'm so excited, bro. I think I haven't been pumped for a series like this in a while, and I've been watching a lot of old games and stuff, and the fact is I just feel that they're evenly matched. And also just watching England play, man, it's a lot of fun. I think it's going to be unpredictable. One day you're going to tell me why are they playing baseball, one day you're going to tell me baseball is brilliant. That's how it's going to be this summer.
That's what we saw in Pakistan as well, right? Like one day
Yeah.
it was so slow and one day it was so fast. And like, see, what I've read upon Ben Stokes is that guy knows how to make the right call at the right time. उन्हें basically ना कैसा है कि भाई situation के हिसाब से करते हैं हम ना. One day, like he wrote this, I think, with the interview just before the Karachi test, and he was like, some people are going to say that baseball is the worst thing, and some people are going to say baseball is the best thing. For me, it's not that we're going to play baseball 24/7. It's going to be the situation in which we can play them. We'll play it the most effectively. In a situation, obviously, where we need to keep our guard down, we'll do that strategically, but also not giving away the baseball feel. So, उन लोगों को मालूम exactly कैसा है. उनकी batting has adapted to that process. We know what Bairstow and Stokes and these guys can do. And Joe Root, जो WTC के 2 cycle में highest run getter, he's also now starting to play baseball, right? He's also starting to play a quicker role. So, yeah, I think वो हिसाब से अब देखना पड़ेगा. एंड लाइक यू सेड, इंग्लैंड में तो मजा आता भाई. क्रिकेट पहले तो देखना, फिर इंग्लैंड को खेलते हुए देखना. आई थिंक द ओनली रीजन दैट वी सॉ इंग्लैंड पाकिस्तान वाज आल्सो बिकॉज़ ऑफ इंग्लैंड एंड दैट 500 runs they hit in one day, right? So that was also amazing to see, and it's just some new kind of a cricket that you get to see from the traditional tuk tuk.
या 100%, बहुत मजा आएगा. थोड़े कमेंट्स ले लेंगे फैज, देन विल अब बात आगे
यस।
बढ़ाएंगे.
सलाम वालेकुम सलाम भाई। यार
सलाम.
मन यार मन नहीं है आशीष का, क्या कहीं को भाई मन नहीं है आशीष का? आई मीन आई थिंक इट्स बेटर दैट you get a break from Indian cricket for some time till the West Indies tour, which I'm told that somewhere I read that Shuman Gill is going to be named the test captain for this tour. So I don't know that yet. I
ले
read
रोहित
this on.
शर्मा ब्रो.
No, he's not going to go. Apparently, is what people are saying. So I'm not
I
sure.
think, and if he's
Huh.
fit, Rohit Sharma will be captain. But yeah, I mean, कुछ भी हो सकता है. First, I
World
just need
Cup
to
final.
take this comment before because
Hmm.
I'm taking a
Wow,
break
wow,
from cricket
let me
after
try.
WC final. I'm heartbroken. I don't feel like listen, bro. I went all the way to England with the expectations that India is going to win. I went all 5 days. I saw my team get battered all around the park, and I'm still pumped up for the Ashes, man. Look, I am also heartbroken. Fez is also heartbroken. Fez is watching. He's skipping dates with girls. He's skipping gym time and everything just to watch cricket, and we're getting spanked. It's okay, bro. It's part of the game. Haar jeet hoti rehti. Don't feel heartbroken. You move on to the next. वो संजय दत्त कैसा रहता मुन्ना भाई, मैं क्या बोलता हूँ उन्हें, अगले दिन मेरे गली में ऐश्वर्या आई, ऐसा ऐसा होना है. Like, we have to be positive. This is going to be high class cricket. Trust me, you're going to see some crazy performances. You're going to see some crazy games. I guarantee you. I just feel that, like, the way these two teams are set up, it's going to be outstanding. And the way England play cricket, it's going to be thing. And Australia are high quality as well. So you have to watch the Ashes. You have to watch our coverage also. Nitish bhai, no break, man, no days off. आपको मिल गया ब्रेक 4-5 दिन, एक और दिन आपको ब्रेक मिलेगा, पर फ्राइडे से आपको जुड़ना है रोज हमारे साथ. I'll give you one more day break. That's it. Cricket is cricket, bro, and this is high quality, man. So, and Australia's acclimatized. They're prepared. England, they're playing in their home conditions. We saw how good they did. You're going to see some competitive stuff, man. Just go watch the 2005 Ashes series. It might not be on that level, but it's going to be right up there, bro. It's going to be wild.
No, definitely consider this fact that the newly champed or whatever crowned Mace winners are going to play the ones who are revolutionizing, Test cricket, the ones who are making Test cricket more interesting. So Australia and England also are well rested. So what Australia were against India, I mean,
Yeah.
there are a lot of things to look forward to. Probably the last of the greatest Test bowlers that we've seen. Stark, Anderson, a lot of people's last, maybe Warner's last. तो वो भी चीज़ें look forward to करना है जो basically the era that we're growing up on now. I mean, we grew up on a different era than we grew up on two eras basically. So I think वो हिसाब से अगर आप देख रहे हो तो I would definitely urge everyone to watch this actually, because obviously आप जब highlights देखोगे 2005, 2009, 2011, 12, 13, I think they did a triple on Australia, and then 14 Australia came back. So ये rivalry छोटी मोटी नहीं यार, बहुत मजा आता. It's बहुत ज्यादा aggression रहता, बहुत ज्यादा aggressive रहता, crowd gets into it, people dress up at Leeds, which is going to be also one of the uh, venues for the thing, and then Birmingham में तो अपने लोग आए तो वहां पे बदला ले लेंगे.
The
So I
home, the
think
Peaky Blinders,
at the end of the day,
Edgbaston, baby.
hope करो, हारो, दिल तोड़ो, फिर वापस आओ. That's part and parcel of every
Yeah,
sports fan, right?
yeah,
So
and you're going to see, like, I mean, both teams have some weaknesses as well, but at the same time, there's strengths. It's going to be a really good competition, man, between bat and ball. Maza to aayega. And Ben Stokes, bro, he said it clearly. I
Joe Root
what
versus Smith, man, that's mouth watering.
Yeah, exactly. Like two of the best test batters. But Ben Stokes said it clearly. He said it on the BBC in his interview. He said it Sky Sports to Nasser Hussain during the IPL also. He said, Ki bhai, our job is going to entertain. The result
Hmm.
is after. He said bottom of the list is result, because if we take care of the things in our list at the top, the
Yeah,
result will
I
come.
will
He's
automatic
not
follow.
bothered about winning or losing right now. Bro, Fez, they asked him, I think it was uh, Mark Chapman or someone from the BBC asked him that if it's the last day, you're 300 for 2, you're 2-1 up in the Ashes, you're 300 for 2, day 5, do you bat on and play for a draw and win the Ashes, or do you declare? He said 100% declare. You can I have my word. You can call me upon it. If I don't interview me after the game, I'm going to declare if it's 300 for 2. I don't care. So it's going to be fun that way, man. Maza aayega. And like you said, England mein bhai pack crowds aayenge. They're going to enjoy a lot of cricket. I was in England watching the WTC. There was a lot of British fans also who came and watched, local English guys
Hmm.
who support England. They came and watched. Like, the cricket is Test cricket in England is huge, and football is done. Football season is over right now in England. The main focus is cricket. Of course, the Wimbledon and stuff will come, but right now the main focus is Ashes, and everyone's going to be tuned in. So you better not miss out, man. Yeah, you will have boring instances. You'll have some sessions which are not probably the most exciting. That happens in Test cricket, but overall, it's going to be a mouth-watering contest.
100%, and I think there are two big sides right now. Probably top three, top four में दोनों हैं. And भाई जो तरीके से इंग्लैंड खेली, you will not get bored. Yeah, there will be probably like मुझे patches रहेंगे. Obviously, you can't hit every ball and stuff like that. But when you see like Bairstow, you know, Ben Stokes himself, Anderson swinging the ball, there's Pat Cummins की bowling देख के आप, so you want to see what counter attacking, and then you learn as probably Indian fans. I don't know if Indian cricket will learn, but you'll understand how to counter attack in English conditions. You'll understand how to play the game, what to do on the toss, whether to bat or to bowl in the overhead conditions. So you learn these things as like you go along, and then next time we watch the WTC and we see India, we'll know if they did the right thing or
Yeah,
wrong thing.
and the
But
reason why I'm pumped is like Australia, India. I knew that Australia are favorites going into the Test match. It was just that
hmm,
we support India.
oh,
That's why we all ummeed rehta. From day one, I knew we were going to lose, right? But
hmm,
यहाँ पे I really don't know who's going to win. Everyone is saying 3-2, 3-2 either way. बाज लोग बोल रहे ऑस्ट्रेलिया, बाज लोग इंग्लैंड बोल रहे, and it's because of the way they're matched up. It's also because of the preparation. Like you said, Australia have prepared pretty well for this Ashes. England, like they're playing in home conditions. Maybe it's not the best of preparations playing Ireland or something like that, but the way
hmm,
they played the cricket over the last year, it gives you the confidence that they can compete against this Australian side. And
hmm.
yeah, just the overall matchups. We're going to go into the key battles. If you look at the key battles in each team, it's just something that you don't even know who's going to win that battle, and that makes it even more exciting to look at.
रोहित शर्मा को वड़ा पाव खाते हुए देख लगा, ये ऑस्ट्रेलिया को हमारी ट्रॉफी के साथ नहीं देख सकता. आई मीन देखिए भाई, ट्रॉफी अपनी होती तो अपने साथ रहती थी. एंड एट द एंड ऑफ द डे वी कैंट रियली सी अपने पाँव पे कुल्हाड़ी मारे, आईपीएल ज्यादा खेले. रोहित शर्मा कॉल दैट आउट इन द प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस. ही सेड के और खेलो, इतने इतने लंबे आईपीएल, ये वो हम तो कुछ बोल नहीं सकते ऑब्वियसली, बट दैट्स अ डिसीजन. So he did get angry as well. He also knew that there was not enough preparation time. He knew everything, but
Yeah.
then post all of this, why the hell were you talking big? Say, nahi bas 2 हफ्ते ठीक है, camp में safe. So it's like that. अब उन्हें captain है, उन्हें तो diplomatic रहेगा ही. So I get his point, but like now after immediately after the match press conference, अगर आप लोग नहीं देखे, go ahead and watch it. He said कि भाई ये reasons थे, fatigue था, ये था वो था and stuff like that. Yeah, ये वो तो favorite word उनका. I mean, see, हो गई हार, चले गया, हो गया. Now you can't really do. Now you just look forward. You look forward to the World Cup. You look forward to Ashes. You look forward to India, West Indies. देखो, एक बैड रिजल्ट से तो आप सपोर्ट तो नहीं छोड़ेंगे. 6 कब था लास्ट वाला? 18 था. When was the last match that we lost? 16 to 18. 18.
No, 2021 the test.
2020. हाँ, sorry, 2021. 2018 to 20. हाँ, 2021 ऋषभ पंत था, जीतना समझ रहे थे, नहीं जीते वो भी. तो कोई बात नहीं भाई. Like you still continue the support. You still only one way ahead. Missing Archer as well. I don't think they're actually missing Archer based on his IPL performance, but yeah, he's a fantastic test bowler.
Bro, when he's fully
Fantastic
fit,
pick.
you
When he's
remember
fully fit.
2019
Yeah,
Ashes, that contest between him and Smith
yeah,
was outstanding,
yeah.
man. So of course they will miss Archer. Mark Wood also, I'm surprised he's not in the 11. If that is the 11 that is going to play, I'm surprised that he's not. I would like to see Mark Wood in a couple of test matches. I think they need his kind of pace against Australia. You need one bowler who bowls 90 miles an hour and can
The
trouble the
problem with him
Australian
is he's
batsman.
injury prone.
I
So
know,
I
I know.
think,
That's the
yeah.
problem. But yeah, I would still like, because if it's Robinson, Anderson, Broad, I just feel that it's one kind of style. And thoda sa extra, bounce, extra pace agar hai to that will trouble thing. And that's why Mitchell Stark is in the team. Mitchell Stark he's very expensive. His economy rate is not that great if you
Yeah.
see it. Lekin why is in the team to take the wickets? अगर उन्हें 7 runs in over जा रहा, मगर जो रूट का विकेट ले लिया या जॉनी बेस्टो का विकेट ले लिया, तो फिर आपका काम खत्म. That's why he's there as a wicket taking guy. He's not there to control and end up. And that's what fast bowlers do. They can get hit, they can be wayward, but they're there to pick up the big wickets and change the momentum of the game.
Yeah, भाई आशीष का सीन क्या है? कौन जीतेगा? कौन
Scene on
जीतेगा?
है भैया,
बहुत
scene
सीन ऑन
on
है.
है.
5 टेस्ट है यहाँ. 1 टेस्ट का मसला नहीं है, तो we have 5 tests to decide from. It's not just 1 test, right?
It's going
So
to be a marathon. And
it's
Faiz,
gonna be good.
the only good, like decent break is between for test 1 and 2.
Yeah.
उसके बाद लगातार back to back
And
to back to back.
that's been the ऑस्ट्रेलिया इंग्लैंड का schedule for like a year now. अगर आप देखो, 2 टेस्ट मैच खेलते, फिर 1 हफ्ते का ब्रेक, 2 हफ्ते का ब्रेक रहता. जो अपने बॉर्डर गवास्कर में भी ऐसे था, 2 बैक टू बैक खेले, फिर we had a good break and then we got back to. So that's been like their schedule and that's the best way to do it. I think जल्दी जल्दी भी होता. ये नहीं कि एक मैच के बाद आपको 5-6 दिन दे दे रहे and like आप आराम से सो रहे, कर रहे and stuff like that.
Normally Ashes end of July, August शुरू होता है and it goes on till September. But I think with the 100 and all the other duties that they have, and then it's a World Cup year, they're trying to finish it off early. But I think it's mainly because of that 100 schedule. So it's going to be in June, July, but I think the weather should hold up. It's just sunny in Birmingham. It's looking, the forecast so far looks good, and we'll have some good cricket. I think maza to aayega bhai.
बिल्कुल आएगा सर, आई हैव नो डाउट्स इन दैट। सॉरी वोंट बी फॉलोइंग योर एशेज। अरे फॉलो करो भाईजान, आप टेंशन न लो। इंडिया जीती भी नहीं तो वी स्टिल गो आफ्टर देम अगेन एंड अगेन एंड अगेन टिल सुधरेंगे। क्या बोलते, लाइक इफ योर चाइल्ड इज लाइक नॉट बिहेविंग हिमसेल्फ, यू स्टिल बीट हिम बट यू स्टिल लव हिम। ऐसा मसला है वो। सो आई
Yeah.
थिंक आई मीन आई एम
No,
नॉट।
I understand. Mera ulta hai malum. Actually, if when India, when they won 2011 stuff, that's when I took a break from cricket for a bit because when your team wins everything, thoda bore ho,
Yeah,
मैं bore ho जाता हूँ.
you have no room for criticism. You
ये-
have no room for like
मैं बोर हो जाता हूँ लाइक जस्ट जब हारते राइट वो दैट फायर इज देयर नो वी
content
नीड टू
बनता ना।
कम या वी नीड टू कम नेक्स्ट टाइम एंड नो कंटेंट तो जीते भी तो बनता यू कैन टेक आई कैन टेक अ शर्टलेस
Yeah,
वीडियो ऑफ यू एंड एवरीथिंग सेलिब्रेटिंग दैट कंटेंट तो if we win it's even better. Imagine bro we won at the oval, the scenes over there would have been incredible. We would have got the best content ever
yeah,
and it would have really helped out
yeah,
helped us as well, but it didn't work out like that. But
yeah.
we move on to
The
the
next
Ashes
one.
and then the World Cup, man. We go to the World Cup and
तो
फिर
अच्छा
से
क्या है, सी लूजिंग रिदम में रहते 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 अरे जीत गया कैसे। वर्ल्ड कप 2023 विनर्स इंडिया will to beating Pakistan and Ahmedabad. Imagine like those things feel much better than just winning.
yeah.
But yeah, I think Ben Stokes कैसा कैप्टन है मुस्तफा भाई, aggressive.
He is out of the box, ridiculous, amazing captain. Is phenomenal, and he is changing cricket. Of course, he's helped by McCullum. I think Owen Morgan also has had a big influence in Ben Stokes' captaincy. बहुत तगड़ा बंदा है. He's very like he doesn't give a crap about anything. Like he just he practices what he preaches. Like we've seen
Yeah,
so many times with the Indian
100.
captain, with Pakistan captain, they say one thing and then they don't go and do it. Whereas Ben Stokes, he does it. Like and if that means like against South Africa at Lords, they got wrapped up very quickly on day 3 or day 4. And he's like, I don't care. Next game we're going to do the same thing. They called his shot reckless. They called his team's batting reckless. He didn't care. They continue to do that. He's very strong headed, and I think he's created an atmosphere where people are enjoying. They're having fun. They're not worried about the results. Thoda pressure come hai, pressure zyada padinga. You have to understand the journalists, the newspapers, everyone will be all focused on this. There's not, like I said, there's not football going on. The main focus in England will be Ashes,
Yeah,
and the pressure will be different. But he is the man who can handle this situation because he doesn't really care what's happening around him. And that's the thing, right? He doesn't fear losing, and that's why it's entertaining. Look, they're going to lose games. They might even lose this series, but I guarantee you, you're going to have some crazy matches, some crazy performances, even if England lose this series. And that's why I think he's a really good captain. He's changing the way Test cricket is played, and he's in a country where they're very proper. Ball chodo, defense, like very etiquette, clap karo, this that. In that kind of environment, he's bringing something completely different, something which is very foreign, and which is high risk. So I rate him as a very high.
yeah,
He's one of my favorite cricketers of all
100.
time, man. Ben
Yeah,
Stokes.
you like taking risks and reward, वो अलग ratio है तुम लोग के दिमागों में, and I think it makes completely sense that sometimes it's like what the hell are these guys doing, right? So when you get that reward, it's like a very big reward, but when you lose, it's like अरे यार in the worst team in the world है.
Hmm.
But I think yeah,
And
I
he's
think Ben
willing to
Stokes one
accept
of the
that. He
most
doesn't.
gutsy
Yeah,
one of the
yeah.
most gutsy captains I've seen in a while, and he's got his whole team behind him. He's got the whole country behind him now. They've seen that the experiment is working, and they're smashing teams left, right, center. And it wasn't that easy. जिस तरीके से ना आए उतना easy revolution नहीं था उन लोगों के लिए. काफी जगह हारे, उन लोगों का ODI रिकॉर्ड थोड़ा खराब हो गया था. you know but then T20 वर्ल्ड कप जीते, फिर न्यूजीलैंड से जीते, इंग्लैंड से जीते, अब बांग्लादेश से भी आई थिंक जीते. I think they drew against Bangladesh the ODI series, but then they came back on track. Even South Africa in that series, so they're coming back slowly in the one day. But test, yeah, they've always been forced to reckon with. So how about we cover Ashes from England?
Unfortunately, not. Fez has not sent me. He's brought me back, so I'm not going go to cover. But we'll still cover it, and ball by ball, we'll follow it and give you all the updates and the latest content. And yeah, hopefully one day we can watch the Ashes live. But I'm really looking forward to watching it on TV, man.
Yeah,
Ground play, it's amazing atmosphere, 100%. But पूरे 5 test match, like I really enjoy watching on TV, like different angles, commentary, everything, like so I'm up for it, man. मैं तो full excited हूँ.
100%. England opening battle very crucial. Field versus Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood, or Boland. How are they? You reckon? England opener specifically.
So yeah, I think Zach Crawley has been susceptible. He's
Yeah.
there's a lot of failures, but Ben Stokes has kept backing him, and he did score I think 100 in Pakistan, and it's because of his aggressive intent and shot selection and looking to go from ball one.
Hmm.
Ben Stokes keeps backing him. I think Ben Duckett is very impressive player. If you
Yeah,
s-
very
Fez,
impressive.
you know what's a crazy stat, Fez? He's faced I think 612 deliveries in his
Hmm.
Test career, and he's only left 7 or 8 deliveries. Only left
पापा
seven or
पापा
eight deliveries.
नाम डकेट
So
है लेकिन हर बॉल मार रहा हूँ ना.
या एंड वही है कि अब उन्हें इन लोग के अगेंस्ट कैसा करेंगे आई थिंक लुक आई एम स्टिल नॉट 100% कॉन्फिडेंट विद द ओपनर्स आई डोंट थिंक आई थिंक ऑस्ट्रेलिया हैव मोर established openers more experience even though they're not in the greatest of forms and they do struggle in England. I feel that if you look at the openers battle, Australia I think have a stronger set.
Hmm.
These guys but again the way they play the cricket, I think Ben Stokes just wants like a 30 of 20 or a 50 of 30 but middle order samal lenge. I think that's what they're looking at. If they can get to a 50-60 run partnership in the first match per se, that's exactly what he'll want. He'll get them into rhythm. And also the way
Yeah.
England play, Fez, they're not looking to score big each player. Everyone's coming looking to smash.
Yeah.
You need 30 from Zach Rowley, you need 50 from Root, you need 50 from Bairstow. Aisa hai. It's not
If
going to
these
be like
guys do
100.
get if these guys do get a very good start, then they can go all the way to 100 and 150. I mean, we've seen their partnership in Pakistan, that unbeaten run.
Yeah.
I think दोनों काउंटी भी खेल रहा है. I think इन्हें कैंट के लिए खेल रहा है, इन्हें नॉटिंघम के लिए खेल रहा है. 182 बनाया I think recently.
Hmm.
तो मेरे हिसाब से I think yeah, Duckett, like you said, very good form right now. He's been smashing it. Zach
But
Crawley has been backed
yeah.
immensely backed. I think he's one of the most backed players by Ben Stokes.
Yeah, again, it depends on the conditions. According just on Hamzu's question, is also depends on the conditions. If it's going to be swinging, then if he's not going to leave the ball, he's going to be in trouble. He will nick
Yeah,
one.
yeah. You will
But
see
if
Virat
it,
Kohli.
yeah, if it's flatter wicket, then then Duckett will have a good say in this series. I think he could be one of the finds of the series, and he could be the guy who England he sets the foundation, then England can capitalize on. So it also depends on the conditions.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. वेस्ट इंडीज की टूर की टीम कब अनाउंस हो गया? आई डोंट नो एक्चुअली. जुलाई 12 को फर्स्ट मैच, इतना मालूम मेरे को. तो मे बी अराउंड नेक्स्ट वीक.
छोड़ो
नेक्स्ट.
यार.
वेस्ट इंडीज जाना क्या है यार, वेस्ट इंडीज चलेंगे, मसला नहीं. टॉप
वेस्ट
एशेस
इंडीज देंगे
मोमेंट.
नहीं, मतलब
टॉप
वो तो कवर
एशेस
करेंगे
मोमेंट.
बट लाइक
या
अभी तो
कवर तो सब करेंगे भाई, बारिश हुई तो ग्राउंड भी कवर करेंगे, लेकिन
हाँ.
या टॉप एशेस मोमेंट्स. यस, आप रील देख लीजिए, हमारा उधर है टॉप एशेस मोमेंट. आई मीन
फिर
वन ऑफ व्हाट्स योर फेवरेट एशेस मोमेंट मुस्तफा?
I ask you first.
बेन स्टोक्स 2019.
Oh yeah, I mean for me there's two, right? It's the Flintoff, that over
Yeah,
evolved to
the last
Ponting.
wicket.
Oh my god, no, not that one.
The draw
2005.
one.
No, 2005. I think it was
Oh,
Edgbaston.
the one he stops and yeah.
Bro, yeah, bro. That over he bowled to Ponting, man. Nanga kar diya. Usme ek, I think no ball bhi dala, and that extra last ball he got the wicket. That was one of the. I watched that live in Begumpet on Star Sports. I'll never forget that. And that's the
Yeah,
thing, Faz, we watched, I think, 2001 Calcutta. I
yeah.
was like, what, 7 years old? That was incredible. We watched 2003 India Pakistan, that World Cup India played it with. But you know what really
So,
got me into Test cricket was that
mm,
2005, ball by ball by ball,
yeah,
man. I was
yeah.
while my whole family was partying in India, like summer holiday vacation 1 month, I was just sitting and watching every ball, and I got addicted, bro. I got addicted, and that spell that he bowled to Ponting, I'll never forget
Mm.
that. And also, yeah, Ben Stokes innings, man, you can't beat that. That was bro, come on. And you guys freaking compared to Hardik Pandya, sharam karo, yaar, sharam karo, fam. Come on, man,
Uh,
bro, man in Edgbaston, no Leeds, Headingley, mein kya inning khela, yaar, unbelievable, man. That was right up there. What is yours?
yeah. I don't know, man. It's too many to be frank, but like even this, I know it's one of the most funniest one, but actually the Panesar and Anderson blocking and not was the best one. जिस
That was
तरीके से
really
ना
good as well.
ले लेके
Yeah.
आगे, I think that was something else, and I think yeah, the one बुरा दिखा था, but in ले लेके आगे थे almost, and then who was that who got out here? I forgot who got
कैस्परविच वही
Kasparov.
मैच था एजबेस्टन वाला हाँ कैस्परविच
Exactly.
वो भी पॉन्टिंग का जो इनिंग्स था ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड पे
हाँ हाँ.
द वे ही प्लेड इन दैट एंड दे ड्रू दे शुड हैव
Yeah.
लॉस्ट दैट गेम ऑस्ट्रेलिया बट दे ड्रू दैट इट वाज
काफी
क्रेजी
नेल
मैन
बाइटर्स रह चुके हैं throughout the ASL, I think, and
या
yeah, in recent times, so Australia smashed them 4-0. वो देखना at home, but England is a different ball game.
या
Sanju Samson added to the squad. I don't know, अभी squad announced हुई तो नहीं, मेरे को idea तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है added to the squad or not. Let's see if he does get added. It'll be a very good thing for him. I hope he does actually. I know he wasn't the best in the IPL, but I think based on his injury, a fair shout would be giving him a chance.
Mm.
The one that he unfortunately श्रीलंका के tour में से he had to withdraw. WTC हारने से सपना टूटा है, दिल बहुत जलता है, थोड़ा दर्द हुआ पर चलता है. या एग्जैक्टली
Good.
100%. पर भाई ऐसा भी नहीं है कि हम लोग को पता नहीं था कि ये होने वाला है. आई मीन या पता नहीं
बिल्कुल.
था, बट उम्मीद ऐसी चीज है ना कि आपको कभी कभी मालूम हुई सो चीज भी आप गवा बैठते हैं. विन एंड लॉस इज पार्ट ऑफ द गेम एंड योर टीम लूज एवरी टाइम. It's not part of the game. It's 10 years of accumulated 100%. I think it's 10 years, not it's like
Yeah,
what
but tell
they are.
that to Norwich fans or like what do you call it?
Bottom Kenya fans,
Yeah,
Bangladesh
yeah.
fans, like so
It's
you
fine,
have to
bro.
you have
It's
to keep
fine.
supporting
Yeah.
them. वर्ल्ड कप तशा- वर्ल्ड कप की तैयारी शुरू, हर मैच देखेंगे जरूर. या 100% हेडिंगली टेस्ट है हम तो. Chirag while asking you, have you seen England win Australia WTC cycle? Whoever wins the Ashes will be most probably there in the final.
I think they have a easy fixture list. That's what Chirag Pai is trying to say after that. I haven't seen it yet, but maybe that's what he is indicating right now.
अरे हो अंशुल भाई आ गए वापस. वार्नर एंड जिमी लास्ट एशेस होगी. हाँ वार्नर की तो होगी उन्हें खुद आई थिंक बोल दिया है वो चीज. जिमी जिमी का नहीं बोल सकते यार, उन्हें एक फॉर्मेट खेलने की वजह से इज लाइक दैट, बट आई थिंक 40 का हो गया ना तो.
I was reading his interview at the Telegraph. I think he said it could be, but I'm not sure yet. Like it just depends on the body and everything. But why not, right? Last series at home. What a way to think. Like he's playing at Old Trafford, fourth test, fifth test. I think at the Oval. Why
Yeah,
not hang your
the
cap?
last test is
Hang
at
your
the Oval, yeah.
Yeah, hang your boots over there. I think that would be the perfect scene.
And if
Like,
they win, it'll be the best one, yeah.
yeah, if they win, he'll get the perfect send off. I think it should be his last.
Unless he does something like MS Dhoni said, I think the fans deserve it and just one more year.
Yeah, no, I think he should retire. Yeah, after this, that's what I feel.
Yes, sir. I think we should jump into the stats and discuss a few stats just to see what. Let's start with comments and start because they're the visitors.
Yes. So this is versus England, right? The
Yes,
stats.
yes, sir.
Well, amazing, man. Look at that. Economy 2.83, average 20. He's picked up 73 wickets, best of figures in innings, 5 for 38, best in match 800. And it's incredible, man. This guy is outstanding bowler. Although, like, I think right now Boland is outshining both Cummins and Stark. I think Cummins is an incredible bowler. He's captain as well. He's the leader. And impeccable line in length. He's got good pace as well. We saw him in the WTC. We've seen him in the past as well. Cummins is relentless, bro. He's a relentless bowler. And
I think the best thing about Pat Cummins is the ability to come and just get in a wicket. Like कहीं ना कहीं से आके उन्हें edge निकाल लेता, कुछ भी कर लेता. Like he becomes this differential कि अरे भाई इसको तो देखे रहे. And he'll always try something. Leadership पे सवाल उठ रहे थे. देखो सा बॉर्डर गवास्कर में उसके ऊपर जब 2-0 हार रही थी ऑस्ट्रेलिया, and Steve Smith came and won them that test. बट उसके बाद लाइक इन्हें आके WTC मैच जिता दिया. आई नो उन लोगों का साइकिल जिस तरीके से था. दे बीट दे बीट वेस्ट इंडीज, दे बीट साउथ अफ्रीका, दे एट होम आई गेट इट. फिर पाकिस्तान को लाहौर में वो टेस्ट जिताया. सो ही इज बीन वेरी गुड. But like you said, line length, the dukes, the conditions, they're all like what we saw in the WTC. Based on those performances alone, we can see that they're going to be a threat.
And the best thing is what he's done is that when he's bowling, he's giving the captaincy to Steve Smith. Otherwise, with
Smith,
bowlers, you know
yeah.
what the problem is? That they're worried about their field, then they're worried about their own bowling, then worried about who to bowl. When he's bowling, when he's under a spell, Steve Smith starts handling the field placement. That's what I noticed at the ground when I was there. So that allows him to focus on his bowling. I think it's not really, kind of disturbed his performances with the ball. And we'll see again a very good performance. Fitness will be key. Mental strength. We need him to Australia will need him to be at his best, because this is going to be a tough series. There's going to be times where he might be frustrated as captain as well, and that could affect his bowling. So, मेरे हिसाब से with Steve Smith being in the team, I think that helps him out a bit. He's a sensational bowler. I think his battle against the top order, if he gets Duckett and Crawley out early every single game, that puts Australia in the driving seat. And Bazball against him won't be easy, right? So we'll see. Like we've always said, keep Bazball against even Nokia Rabada wouldn't be easy, against Bumrah and stuff. It won't be easy, but they're doing it against everyone. So it'll be a separate thing. And also with Cummins and Stark, one thing I would want to see is that if this does go down to the wire, do they have the legs in them? Because we saw, that famous Gabba where India won, right? We saw like both Cummins and Stark losing it a a bit. They got a bit tired, even Hazelwood. So can they maintain their fitness for the 5 matches, or will they have to rotate? I'm assuming Cummins will play most of the games, but there might be a case and point where you bring in a Nesser, or even you rotate Hazelwood and Boland,
Yeah.
because fitness could be an issue, stamina could be an issue over 5 games.
And I think they're well enough equipped, like you said. जिस तरीके से उन लोगों की स्क्वाड है ऑस्ट्रेलिया की, they have enough fast bowlers to replace each other. And again, Cameron Green है 2 extra overs, Dalwana है बीच में, and then you have Mitchell Marsh भी है, I think, right? So उन्हें भी bowling कर लेता. They've got good replacements, good placements, and yeah, I think Pat Cummins जिस तरीके से रह चुका है in the WTC, at least I think calm composed nature था. Press conferences में थोड़ा worked up नहीं हुआ. कूल टेम्परामेंट है उसका. फील्ड प्लेसमेंट ऑलवेज, टीम को आगे रखना, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एंड स्टफ. तो या इट्स डेफिनेटली गोना बी इनक्रेडिबल टू सी कि पैट कमिंस क्या करते हैं अगेंस्ट, लाइक मुस्तफा बोले, बेन डकेट है, जैक क्रॉली है. बट टेस्ट तो होगा ऑब्वियसली. एशेज है, मजाक थोड़ी है. इट्स बैटल ऑफ द एजेस, एंड या इट्स जस्ट वन दैट ही वुड डेफिनेटली वांट टू विन, एडिंग टू द मेस. अगर इन्हें मैच तो जीत गया, अगर उन्हें एशेज जीत गया एंड देन वर्ल्ड कप 2023 भी जिता दिया, तो ही probably be one of the most successful captains of Australia, and that's something that I'm pretty sure he is aiming at. He's looking at that with a very keen eye कि अगर उन्हें ये तीनों चीज़ें कर सकते, obviously हलवा तो नहीं है, obviously अपन लोगों के बच्चे बैठे हुए नहीं है, but it's just gonna be good to see if he's able to do that for himself, not for me, of course. And then I'm moving on to the next one. मुस्तफा भाई कहाँ गया, एकदम भागे शायद. पैट कमिंस का कॉल आ गया शायद. तो ये जनाब के बारे में काफी लाइक प्रेजेस रहते हैं यूजुअली, बट दिस टाइम आई वुड बी a little bit on the back foot with this Mitchell Stark, because the one that I've saw in the WTC, he was leaking runs. He wasn't looking the best shape. He wasn't getting the ball to move. He wasn't getting that fearing first over that I'm usually more scared of. And I don't know, is that because of him being tired or something, or is it just the age, or what is it?
Yeah, but like his role is that he's going to be expensive. But विराट कोहली का बॉल देख लो तुम, रहाने को भी
Hmm.
निकाला, like he got the
Wicket
wickets, right?
taker. Yeah.
आपको वही है उसका रोल. Yeah, he is older now. Like maybe he can't bowl at the same consistency like he used to a few years ago. He's not at his peak, but the job that he does for the team is very important, I think.
But
And
leaking runs against an Indian cricket team and leaking runs against an England Test cricket team, that's two different
but at
things.
the same time, if he's going to pick up 4 wickets and get hit for 6 runs, and over, you're going to take that, because there will be a time where he will get that odd ball to bounce and nick off Root or Bairstow, who are going to look to attack, and he can wipe out the tail very quickly as well.
That is it. Yeah.
Again, he might be rotated. He might not play every single game. It's a 5-test series, and we don't know if he has the legs to survive. Right? The
Yeah.
thing, he is older now, but. Imagine, like you're saying that all this stuff, and he still got India's best players out. Like Virat
Hmm.
Kohli, you put him right up there. He still bowled him like such a great delivery. So like, so
The way I'm
that's what
looking
is
at
putting
it,
him.
yeah, the way I'm looking at it, like if he's getting smashed and smashed and smashed, I mean, 1 wicket after probably a Joe Root 135, 145, or let's not take Joe Root also someone who plays faster than Joe Root maybe, but yeah, I mean, then it'd be like, like Harry Brook, for example, अगर आके रख दिया उन्हें इसको and then उसके बाद ले ले रहा, it doesn't make that much damage is done type of bowler. But yeah, again, like what you're mentioning is perfectly right in terms of भाई लिया उन्हें विराट कोहली की विकेट, लिया उन्हें एक और, I think like wiping out the tail and stuff. वो बिल्कुल है उसमें, but it's just like he's just probably, I felt a little bit different from the past performances that he had.
Yeah, I mean, like he's not at full tilt, and but he was worse off even at the when he was playing India
Right.
in Australia. उसमें तो उन्हें कुछ भी नहीं करा वहाँ पे. He was just leaking runs and doing nothing. But now I think like he's always going to be a good option for me. Like even if he does get hit a bit, like if he gets me the important wicket, then I'm taking that. And who are you going to really replace him with? Right, he has the experience, he understands the conditions well, and you can always rotate him if needed. You can rotate him. It's not
Yeah.
like he has to play 5 games. Maybe they just use him in 2-3 games, and that extra pace will always cause some problems. And if the ball does move around a bit, or if it does reverse, then Stark is in the game. And remember, England bat deep as well, so you need somebody there to finish off the tail very quickly, and he has the ability to bowl that Yorker
Yeah.
and length ball.
Bilkul, bilkul. Moving on to the English duo, the Shaq and Kobe of England cricket team, or like the
Wow, Shaq and Kobe. Stuart Broad.
What a bowler.
He's crazy, man.
Yuvraj Singh, six sixes. Arre, sorry. Galat
And like,
format.
and bro, after that, the way he changed his career is insane. Imagine छह छक्के पड़े World Cup में, उसके
Hmm.
बाद ये इसके बाद ही हुआ ये सब, right? Then he changed as a bowler, the way he improved, worked on himself, outstanding, man. And in England, he's been amazing. He's been good outside as well. He's been one of England's top bowlers, highly effective. That 8 for 15, I just saw the highlights of that yesterday, I think. He's an outstanding bowler, man. Stuart Broad, and David Warner is his bunny. Again, that's going to
Hmm.
be the matchup.
Yeah.
He's got Ben Stokes is going to give him the ball. He's going to go around the wicket, and he's going to look to shape the ball away from David Warner, off a length. And yeah, I think this guy, him and Anderson, no matter what their age is, they're going to be effective every single time, especially in English conditions. That's the thing, right? If you're matching it up in Australia, maybe they won't be as effective, but in English conditions, I back these guys. That's why I don't know why Ben Stokes wants flat pitches. I think if you give them green pitches, Anderson and Stokes can be all over that Australian batting lineup. Because if you see, Warner and Quacher don't really handle swing that well. Labuschagne, risky player. Smith is the only guy. Like if you get him out, then you're into Travis Head and these guys who will have trouble. That's why I don't understand the flat pitch kind of theory. But yeah, Stuart Broadman, incredible bowler.
Yeah, I spell against South Africa as well. Zabardast, I think he got 4 wickets in the first session and three in the second, and
Hmm.
बहुत जबरदस्त है. I think Ireland के against भी 4 wickets कुछ लिया था
Yeah,
एक
yeah,
innings में, उन्हें
हाँ.
बहुत जबरदस्त. And we, like, I think some people said अरे हो गया खत्म, इन्हें इसका भी था. I think Anderson या start someone, I can't remember which one was it, but yeah, I think he's still got it in him. Like you said, जितने भी age के हो जान, तो I think experience always is important.
Yeah. Again, the thing is the legs thing. I think Broad is fitter, but like Anderson, he's had injuries recently, and like we talk about Stark and Cummins and Poland's age, but these guys are older. Like I think
Hmm.
Broad is 35, 36, Jimmy is 40. So again, that is going to be the biggest test for England endurance. I think there will be more rotation in this England bowling lineup than maybe Australia's. You will see Mark Wood coming in. You will see Matthew Potts coming in as well. I feel because yeah, again, it's a very long series and it's back to back matches. So we don't know if we don't know if the body is going to last all 5 games, and maybe you will see Anderson sit out a game, maybe you see Broad sit out a game as well.
Yeah, probably. I mean, depending upon their fitness, and then yeah, Wood. You have who else do you have? You have
Yeah,
Ollie Robinson.
Robinson,
You have
Potts.
Potts and Pans, and who else? There was
Yeah,
one more, I think. Maybe Chris Box is also there. So
Vokes.
yeah,
Yeah,
Box.
I think Vokes will come in the second, third test. Maybe at Lord's second test he'll play. But yeah, you'll definitely see rotation.
Yes, Mr. Crack on Jimmy. Next up, we have Mr. James Anderson. James बोले तो कैसे भी जेम्स बोले तो यार शमी जिमी की आदत हो गई.
Jamie. Yeah, and man, this guy, like, I got a lot of stick once I put in COVID, I think all time test 11. I put him in the team over, I think, Dale Steyn. And Dale Steyn is a fabulous bowler as well, but I
Yeah.
got a lot of stick. But bro, this guy for me is incredible, man. And he's won series in India, he's won series in Australia, he's won in England, all conditions. Outstanding bowler. He's 40 years old, he's fit as a fiddle. And bro, incredible, man. Can get the ball to come in, go back. He's made people like Virat Kohli suffer. And yeah, just overall, what a bowler, man. And he continues to bowl at full tilt. It's just incredible. Jimmy Anderson, any words to describe him is very less. Look at that average. This is against Australia, home and away, right? And he's been fabulous even in Australia, where you think
Mhm.
maybe he won't get as much assistance. He's found a way there. He played a key role in that 2010-11 Ashes series where Strauss and the team won in Australia. He played a key role there as well. So yeah, he's incredible, man. Jimmy Anderson.
And like you said, I think age के अलावा I think was very smart in picking उसको just मालूम है the body as I'm getting older, I just need to stick to one format, and he started doing that effectively,
But
and
even
that's
then,
why it's so
40
long.
पे एक 5 day का game खेलना is not easy, bro.
Not easy again, but like again उसका उन्हें जिस तरीके से अपने आप को रखता होगा खाना पीना and stuff in
Yeah,
check and
वही
stuff.
है.
I mean वो तो होता, but like I'm just saying, like he was very quick to understand कि भाई ये साल बस है इतना वनडे T20 लाइट है, ये ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. And the way he is, अगर टेस्ट से भी रिटायरमेंट ले T20 भी खेल ले सकता, अभी भी 4 ओवर ही डालने. So I think
Yeah, and I
it's
don't know
incredible.
how, like it's going to be weird when he does retire because I think since
He still looks
2000,
young.
yeah, 2006 से like 5 6 से तो we're only used to watching him bowl every single time
Yeah.
he's opening the bowling for England. And
High
yeah, this if this
hair
is
streaks
his
and stuff.
last
Yeah.
series or last Ashes series, I think it's going to be worth watching. His action is so smooth, man. It's such a good action. It's so
Gets the balls
accurate.
to swing. Yeah.
Yeah, so accurate. He's always there on a line in length and makes it very difficult for the batsman to score runs off, and he can take wickets too.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल and just a few comments coming in एक मिनट
बिल्कुल.
predictions दे दे रहे ऑस्ट्रेलिया to win 3-2 बोल रहे इब्राहिम भाई
Good shout.
2-2 says Andy Mike Warner and Jimmy की आशिर होगी Surrey chased 501 today in county championship. This is the second time in county history.
I
Previous
saw
happened
that.
in oh
Yeah.
क्या बात है that's incredible man. If cricket is the real winner and India is the real loser, Chirag bhai is not getting over the WTC. 2023 में इंग्लैंड वर्सेस इंडिया लखनऊ में ही ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप मैच है वो वेन्यू है रॉन्ग रहने वाला नॉट एबल टू कनेक्ट दैट इंग्लैंड ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप मैच है वही वेन्यू रहेगा प्रॉब्ली इज व्हाट आई एम थिंकिंग देखना पड़ेगा इंडिया वर्सेस इंग्लैंड इज गोना बी फाइस्टी अगर रहा तो कैस्परविच यस सर that was one of the finest गोटे आ गए थे मुंह में इंग्लैंड के
Yeah.
केएल भरत का नाम भूल जाइए भारत everybody is basically saying केएल भरत career is over I don't know why रोहित को कैप्टनसी से सैक्स करना चाहिए या नहीं देखेंगे I mean it's all about timing you can't
नहीं
take
नहीं,
a
उसको
hostile
नवंबर तक सैक नहीं करना चाहिए. नवंबर के बाद आप कर सकते हैं.
and you can't take it this all based on like a match and stuff and I think I mean Rohit Sharma take over I get he didn't perform and stuff but like you said two cycles we got here in the finals and yeah just if you learn I mean at the end of the day भाई हो गया WTC let's just focus on the Ash I really don't want to get into WTC वरना मैं रो दूंगा देखो यहाँ पे भी आई गेस मार्क वुड को वर्ल्ड कप के लिए बचा के रख रहे एशेज में इंजर्ड हो गया तो बर्खास्त पहले ही आर्चर भाई इंजर्ड है हाँ बट उन लोगों का ने काफी लोग हैं बस लगे वुड नहीं है इन लोगों का ने अब जैसे ये नए बच्चे भी है बट आई अंडरस्टैंड पॉइंट तो है बिल्कुल वुड को लेके जाने के क्योंकि इंडिया में अच्छा ही डाल लेता उन्हें so yeah definitely
Yeah,
want him
and they
to
have,
be
like first said, they have a lot of options, so they will pick and choose the bowlers. They will make sure they get
और
adequate rest.
आर्चर भी आया था जब तक होपफुली
They'll get adequate rest and they'll utilize different bowlers at different times. I'm sure Anderson and Broad will also be rested at certain point in this series. So, मेरे हिसाब से, I think because England do have options, they will rotate and of course Wood को भी rush कराएंगे. They'll have the World Cup in mind, but right now for them it's all about the Ashes. I think most importantly they need to win because I think they haven't retained it for a long time. It's been 8 years now since they've retained it, so they need to regain the Ashes now. And for them, they'll have to put the best possible teams out. But considering the workload and everything as well, and England have done well in terms of managing workload. They've done a decent job so far, and it'll be very important in this series both teams के लिए because back to back matches है भाई लगातार. तो
yeah
आपको like बहुत aware होना है कि भाई कौन किसी प्लेयर को ब्रेक होना नहीं होना उस हिसाब से लेकर चलना पड़ेगा.
mm-hmm. What's with England players aging? I saw Alistair Cook 40 already. He looks like same age as Shubman Gill.
Yeah, I mean, it could be
Maintenance.
diet,
Khana.
exercise, and Cook still plays cricket. He still plays county cricket. He's still
Yeah,
batting.
Lee versus Flintoff handshake very emotional.
Yeah, that was crazy. I think that was Edgbaston, right? Like,
Yeah.
that was Edgbaston, Flintoff.
My Ashes moment, yeah, this was one of the Ashes moments as well. Warren's ball to Strauss in 2005 to bowl him around the legs. Oh, कैसा भूल सकते हैं भाई.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
परेशान आई थिंक अपन कितना परेशान हो गए कि लाइक इट वाज लाइक सम पीपल वो जमाने में इतने क्या एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं करते थे लोग एंड आई मीन वी नेवर सॉ स्पिन लाइक दैट आई थिंक एंड वी वर जस्ट शॉक कि भाई ऐसा भी जा सकते हैं बोल के
क्रेजी था वो.
बटलर मिचेल एशेस वो होना चाहिए.
या होना तो चाहिए मगर अब क्या कर सकते हैं. इंजरी है तो इंजरी है. लाइक कुछ कर नहीं सकते. अगर उन्हें था तो इट वुड हैव बीन एन इनक्रेडिबल बैटल विद स्टीव स्मिथ. बहुत मजा आता था. बट या इंग्लैंड स्टिल डू हैव द bowlers. They still have options. Of course they will miss Archer. A fully fit Archer would have been a different kettle of fish for the Australian players to handle. And the thing is, England normally bowling का उतना इशू नहीं होता. बैटिंग का ही प्रॉब्लम रहता है अगेंस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलिया. बट आई थिंक राइट नाउ थोड़ा उल्टा हो सकता है बिकॉज ऑफ the bowlers right now, like Anderson, Broad, a bit undercooked. Ollie Robinson undercooked a bit. Injuries, like Mark Wood is injury prone as well. I think यहाँ पे थोड़ा issue हो सकता है. Batting wise, I think they look pretty much sorted. They battle Moeen Ali, which is number 8. So I don't think उतना मसला होगा England को. And if the pitches don't have as much assistance for swing and seam, then थोड़ा सा trouble हो सकता.
Yes, speaking of batsmen, let's just move to the batsmen that we
Yes.
have. We have two of them, and one one particular batsman that we all in India right now don't like. I mean, we know how great these guys are, the batsmen, particularly in England. We saw 100 against us only just recently. But Steve Smith, man, this guy is different breed, different mentality, different mindset. Didn't look like he's not the most prettiest player to see when he's batting or getting his rhythm, but once he gets his rhythm, he's just a piece to watch. Like उन्हें शुरू में उसकी साइकिल की चेन उतरी हुई रहती, थोड़ा थोड़ा धक्के खाता 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 जब समझ जाता, जब बॉल के ऊपर चढ़ चढ़ के मारता उन्हें. I mean,
Yeah,
I
and
think that's a fantastic pattern.
bro, last Ashes is when I decided he's the best test batsman in the world and from the modern crop. Because you remember the first test match, they were 120 for 8 Australia. I think Peter Siddle came into bat,
Hmm.
and Steve Smith, along with Siddle and Lyon, took the score to 280, and Australia won that test match. And he scored 100 in the second innings in that game as well. And then he scored a double 100 in one of the matches. In English conditions, he was outstanding. He's in Indian conditions, Australian conditions. He's a player for all conditions. Like you said, concentration amazing. He knows kaun sa ball chhodna hai. If it means he looks ugly, he looks ugly. He doesn't care. He knows which where to score his shots as well. He tires the bowlers out, and yeah, this guy is the best test batsman in the world without a doubt for me. And these are his numbers against England. So he fancies the opposition.
In England and
I,
Australia,
I
yeah.
imagine this is worse than his overall average. His overall average is 60. That's
Yeah.
how good he is, man. 60 mazak kar rahe hain, bhai. That is incredible average.
Mm.
What a batsman, man. Top class. I think, again, his battle against Anderson will be good. It'll be a good battle to watch. And yeah, I fancy Steve Smith, bro, in this series. I think getting 100 against India will give him the confidence. He's played county cricket along with Labuschagne. I think Steve Smith is going to be have a very good series, and he's already had really good Ashes series in the past. So it's just about building upon that and scoring runs for his side. And this guy scores match-winning runs. It's not just अपने run करके बैठ जाता है. नहीं, उन्हें अलग-अलग situations में run बना सकता. If he needs to capitalize, he'll capitalize. If they're 2 for 2, he'll take them to a match-winning score from there also. So that is Steve Smith, a high-quality player.
Yeah, 100% high quality, and also batsman के अलावा eyes on the field like an eagle. I think he doesn't miss anything. कुछ भी कुछ experiment करना रहा, कुछ चीज अगर किसी batsman के बारे में उसको मालूम या he'll utilize that, and he'll pick on things एकदम से what he reads gut से जाता, and yeah, brilliant है उन्हें एकदम से, and captaincy भी we know what he's capable of doing, and yeah,
Yeah, he'll
good.
have a role, of course, as like he will
Yeah.
give Pat Cummins a lot of advice, and when Pat Cummins bowling, he'll set the field. So I'm sure, मेरे हिसाब से Steve Smith will have a very good series, man. I think, of course, he's not the most attractive player to watch, but he's still a high quality player, and you have to appreciate the innings that he plays, man.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, see, it's not about looking good or something. It's about the runs that you ultimately make and the records that you set, and you can
Mm.
clearly see that happening around as we speak. Moving on to the one of the best test batsmen for England, and in the last WTC.
Cycle, yeah, he was outstanding. Joe Root, man, incredible. Probably the second test best batsman in the world, man. This guy's outstanding as well. But against Australia, he does struggle a bit, especially in Australian conditions. In
Australia,
England,
yeah.
I think all those 300s have been in England, and he's had a few 50s in Australia, but he struggled in Australia a bit. But I think he'll fancy himself here in these conditions. The thing, what I really observed about Joe Root over the last year is that, bro, he has uh, given in to this concept of
Baseball.
baseball. Yeah, that's it. He doesn't care. He could have hit 6 400s in the last 1 year, but ulta shots खेला, reverse छक्के मारा था न्यूजीलैंड में, याद है? And you were telling me अरे काइकू
Yeah.
खेल रहा है उन्हें ऐसा and stuff, and that's true. काइकू खेल रहा, but he's given in. He's like, I am going to play for the team. I don't care about my individual records. When he was captain, he was sensational. He had double hundred in India, in Sri Lanka, in England itself. He had so many hundreds and double hundreds. He had an outstanding WTC last time round individually, but now he's playing just to Ben Stokes instructions. He's playing aggressive cricket. You'll see the ramp shot coming out. You'll see the reverse shot coming out, and of course, I would like to see a nice balance as well. Like, because Joe Root is a very good technical player as well. उन्हें ball अच्छा छोड़ता है. He can play the seaming ball. He has a good defense on him. He's a technical player. So I would like to see certain moments,
Hmm.
especially if Pat Cummins and Boland. Like his battle against Boland will be very interesting because Boland is very relentless, and yeah, I think if he gets out his technique over there, it'll be really good. And of course, it'll be fun to watch him bat as well because Joe Root is a different player now under Ben Stokes, and he might not get you like five six
Yeah.
hundreds. or he might as well. But he will score runs, I think, in this tournament, this series.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you can't keep him out at all, and I'm pretty sure Australia will have try and get a game plan against him. Again, like you said, he's given into baseball. Just तरीके से उन्हें even like we saw glimpses in New Zealand, and then he got 153, then he got a 95, but it was not in those regular, strike rates. Strike rates like अच्छे खासे strike rates है for his, him being him, Joe Root, and yeah, I think भाई जितना भी बोला he's brilliant. 1653 thing. I think his average normal test is like 50, 11,000 runs. I think अब बोर हो गया होगा ना runs मार के, so इसलिए baseball चलने दो बोल के बोल रहा हूँ उन्हें. But again, Australian bowler like said, Scott Boland, accurate उसको दम करते हुए maybe make him play a shot that he's not accustomed to, because baseball को एकदम से घुल जा रहा है. So you never know. I mean, that could be something that's there as well. So it's
Two
gonna be
high class
interesting.
batters, man. Fez, Root, and Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be amazing battle. Who do you think is going to score more runs this series?
I don't know, just the way Steve Smith looks like now, he looks like in a different breed. He looks like a savior for Australia, and mainly I feel Steve Smith because of what he has done in England previously.
Yeah, I agree, sir.
Just a few comments before अगर वो इंडिया में होगा तो टेस्ट टीम में नहीं होगा क्योंकि वो आईपीएल खेलता है. अच्छा, Archer and Ollie Stone both expressed England fast bowlers are injured, so um, England will be very careful how they manage world workload. Yeah, 100%. I think they will, and yeah, they will probably figure out something till the World Cup comes. ऑस्ट्रेलिया को इंग्लैंड को कितना टारगेट देगी फोर्थ इनिंग्स में?
500 के ऊपर देना पड़ेगा. I think England will fancy a 400 chase in this one.
Yeah, देखना पड़ेगा अगेन पिच के हिसाब से क्या कंडीशन है, ओवरकास्ट है नहीं है, टॉस जीत के बॉलिंग करना चाहिए या नहीं करना चाहिए. We're just my favorite Ashes moment जब मिचेल जॉनसन बॉलिंग कर रहा था, इंग्लैंड के ओपनर था लेफ्टी, उसका पर कैम उसके पैर कांप रहे. हाँ, पैर कांप रहे थे.
यार मेरे को याद है उसका हेलमेट भी वो संगाकारा स्टाइल शाइनी हेलमेट था, वो ऐसा पॉइंटी हेलमेट था उसका. वो मिचेल जॉनसन वो मुच्छी डाल लेके आ गया था टू इमिटेट आई थिंक डेनिस लिली और समथिंग, एंड ही वाज ऑन फायर दैट सीरीज मैन. मिचेल जॉनसन, इट वाज इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया दैट सीरीज. That was crazy. Yeah, that was a really good spell.
Wasn't like एलिस्टर कुक तो नहीं था ना? एलिस्टर कुक कैसे हेलमेट पहनता था?
एलिस्टर कुक का भी थोड़ा सा था भाई, इसका बहुत शाइनी और पॉइंटी था. क्रैनबेरी
माइकल क्रैनबेरी. भाई वार्नर रिटायर्ड हो गया तो ओपनर कौन रहेगा?
अच्छा क्वेश्चन है ये, मुश्किल लाइक
मार्कस हैरिस बोल के एक पट्टा है,
मार्कस हैरिस तो है, बट वही एंड ही इज प्लेड अगेंस्ट इंडिया, ही प्लेड, आई हैव सीन हिम क्वाइट अ फ्यू टाइम्स. इट्स नॉट ऑन दैट लेवल, सो आई मीन दे विल प्रोबब्ली रिप्लेस हिम विद हिम, बट इट्स अ इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. ख्वाजा वार्नर बोथ आर 36 37.
हेड कैन ओपन.
Head could open, but again, he's so good at number 5. Why do you want to open? I think Australia need to develop a couple of openers. It's a good shout. It's a good question.
साई सूर्या भाई, बिल पुकॉस्की है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, वार्नर से अच्छा है वो टेस्ट में. What he's saying, I've never heard about Bill
Oh yeah,
Pucosky.
I've seen him play. So I think India के against खेला था ना एक game, या कहीं खेला था. I've seen him somewhere, maybe in the Big Bash. I've seen him, but I've seen him somewhere. Nitin bhai, you're right. He's decent, but again, like they need to develop openness.
What are your views on India and Pakistan leaked World Cup schedules?
Pakistan have 2 games in Hyderabad, so Faiz gonna wear his Babar jersey.
You have a jersey.
I'll wear my Rizwan jersey and we'll go. Yeah, Babar and Rizwan. Hey, they play 2 games in Hyderabad.
Entry नहीं मिलेंगी भाई.
But yeah, like I don't know, like it's right now just speculation. It's excitement. But I'm waiting for the. I think it's absurd that the schedule hasn't come out yet. Like it's a World Cup, ICC event, one of the biggest tournaments in the world, and you don't even know who's playing who. That causes problems not only for the organizers, but people who want tickets, people who want to organize trips. Loga America se, England se, Australia
Canada
se, South Africa se, they want to come and watch the thing. Like how will they plan? Or buy flights, like flight is not cheap, right? Like you want, if you the earlier you book the better. So
प्रॉब्लम एक और चीज क्या है मालूम मुस्तफा, इसका लाइक अपन सोचते अपन ट्रिप्स प्लान कर, पर देन अगेन टिकट मिलना भी कैसा भाई अपन यार, आई डोंट नो लाइक आपको याद है या नहीं, बट आईपीएल के भी टिकट्स मिलना कितने मुश्किल हो गए.
वो इंडिया में प्रॉब्लम होता है. वर्ल्ड कप में आप जब इंग्लैंड में रखे थे 2019 में टिकट्स मिल रहे थे, मेरे पास इंडिया पाकिस्तान के पास एक टिकट था, मैं गया नहीं, अलग बात है, बट आई हैड अ टिकट. लाइक इट्स नॉट दैट इजी, बट इन इंडिया इट्स हार्ड मैन. You're right.
पहले
It's not.
आधे लोगों को खुश करने आधे टिकट ले लेते, बड़े बड़े कॉर्पोरेट बॉक्स में फुल हो जाते। आई डोंट नो मैन। और वो फिर वो आप जिम खानों में रखे तो जिम खाने में से कोई और उन्ना ब्लैक में बेच देते।
Yeah.
सो वो
और देखो सेमीफाइनल फाइनल और इंडिया के मैचेस मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा है अनलेस वी आर लकी इट्स वेरी इम्पॉसिबल टू गेट अ टिकट.
या 100%। एंड आई अगेन बाहर से कवर करो तो भी आई थिंक इट विल बी गुड इनफ टू
Yeah.
एटलीस्ट एंजॉय विद द क्राउड रादर देन वो खुपस के कहीं तो भी सीढ़ियों पे बैठे हुए, कहीं तो भी खड़ के देख रहे हैं आप 1000 10,000 देख के। बट या आई थिंक अभी तो जैसे मसला बोले जस्ट स्पेकुलेशन, यू डोंट नो येट। एंड एशिया कप का भी अभी पक्का नहीं मालूम कुछ। आई थिंक वो हाइब्रिड एक्सेप्ट करे, बट चलने वाला है क्या हो रहा है। ऑस्ट्रेलिया की प्लेइंग 11 फॉर फर्स्ट टेस्ट: वार्नर, ख्वाजा, थर्लाबू, स्मिथ, हेड, ग्रीन, कैरी, Cummins, Bowl and Hazelwood. So he's taking out Stark. Interesting. Mitchell Stark को bye bye बोल दिए नितिन भाई. Which probably could be also one of the thing we can Stark की bowling जैसे, लेकिन wicket taker है Stark, वो भी एक
बट
चीज है.
अगेन उन्हें लाइक दैट्स फेयर इनफ. ही डजंट हैव टू प्ले एवरी गेम राइट. उसको एक
हम्म
दो तीन गेम अगर उन्हें दो गेम भी खेला और जिता दिया उन्हें तो फिर आपका.
मेरे को तो लग रहा मेस वाली विनिंग वाली टीम won't change at all.
बिकॉज हेजलवुड का फिटनेस भी देखना पड़ेगा राइट. अब उन्हें विल ही बी गियर्ड अप और मे बी ही नीड्स अ बिट ऑफ रेस्ट एंड देन ही कैन कम इन द सेकंड गेम फॉर स्टार्क. यू कैन रोटेट हेजलवुड एंड स्टार्क. दैट्स अ पॉसिबिलिटी.
Yes, 100% you could, and I'm pretty sure they will. Uh, guys, मेरे लिए आर्चर से ज्यादा खौफनाक बॉलर ऑली रॉबिन्सन है.
उसका खाली पेस थोड़ा डाउन है मगर जबरदस्त बॉलर ने ऑली
भाई
रॉबिन्सन.
बाबर को कैसा बोल्ड करा था याद है.
हाँ जबरदस्त बॉलर है उन्हें. क्या जबरदस्त. पाकिस्तान में भी बहुत अच्छा बॉलिंग करा उन्हें. फैज अच्छा याद दिलाए पाकिस्तान में फ्लैट विकेट्स पे ही वाज गेटिंग द बॉल टू सीम. आई थॉट मे बी they need an extra fast bowler but like with extra pace, but he did a job. So I think yeah, he is an outstanding bowler, man. Ollie Robinson, again, he's a bit undercooked. He hasn't played as much cricket, especially red ball, but I think yeah, he if he's in full flow, Ollie Robinson बहुत खतरनाक bowler है.
बिल्कुल. लंका प्रीमियर लीग का ऑक्शन हुआ है, बात करो उसकी. आई मीन लंका प्रीमियर लीग वेरी ऑनेस्टली आई डिडंट नो चल रहा अभी. आई नो तमिलनाडु प्रीमियर लीग चल रहा है.
अश्विन
उसमें भी कुछ कंट्रोवर्सी हुई सुना मैं रिव्यू के बारे में. सो आई डोंट
हाँ
रियली
अश्विन का
नो द
रिव्यू का
डिटेल्स.
शो हुआ था. लंका प्रीमियर लीग में मैं जाफना दे गॉट मधुशंका विद रिकॉर्ड बिड.
अरे अरे अरे.
जाफना बेबी. लंका प्रीमियर लीग मैं पूरा फॉलो नहीं कर रहा मगर आपके खातिर मैं थोड़ा रिसर्च करके फिर बोलूंगा सर नितिन भाई.
बिल्कुल. Yes, Lanka Premier League. Renshaw and Harris will open. Oh yeah, Matt Renshaw, but I don't know, man. Renshaw after that horrendous India tour, I don't know who chance देंगे, but I'm pretty sure they will. Renshaw and Harris, Marcus Harris will open for Australia, and Pukowski, if he's fit, is back. If he is back fit and playing, then he will be an option. He has suffered 11 concussions so far in his career. Oh, that's big.
या पुकोव्स्की. ऑस्ट्रेलिया मार्च को तैयार कर लिया है. अगर हेड फ्लॉप हुआ तो क्या तैयार रखा है उन्होंने. लाइक हाँ लाइक आई मीन if Marsh is there then Marsh is in the squad.
Yeah, he's there. I told you, Mitch Marsh.
I mean yeah, तो उन लोगों के पास ऑप्शंस बहुत है भाई. रायना बिका है बाबर भी. ओह इंटरेस्टिंग. GT20 का भी अनाउंस हुआ फिर वो MLS का भी है वो भी बात करेंगे. पर
MLS,
अभी
MLC.
MLC, sorry. But Avito, it's all eyes on the Ashes. Tomorrow we'll have a preview of the game as well, and we'll have a, I think, separate episode of fantasy picks. I'll go into that and I'll discuss all the options that we can have for whoever plays fantasy on different apps. But we'll have like we can choose like 3-4 players, and then we'll have a combined 11 as well. I think, which can help you in your fantasy picks. But yeah, I'm really excited for this series. First, just for you, like. Anything that you wanted to add, anything you wanted to say about this rivalry or this series?
I mean, anyone who watches cricket would know what this is, right? I mean, Ashes has always been exciting. I think growing up also the timings that we used to watch these kind of matches were also special. Like in the night, kabhi kabhi रातों तक जग के देखना, कभी सुबह उठ के देख के जगना, like 5:30, 4:30 in the morning. So I think overall बचपन की यादें में जुड़ी हुई है. Plus rivalry, you understood aggressive cricket भी जरूरी है. You need to also stick it to your opponent. So a lot of things go into the Ashes. बस मतलब ये tour is also one representation of the dying form that is test cricket. कि test cricket मर रहा है, लेकिन Ashes जब आप देखते हो you still say that हाँ भाई hope है ये series में. You still see that aggression and passion from both the sides, right, for a test match. एंड आप इवन डब्ल्यूटीसी में आप इंग्लैंड स्पेसिफिकली आप जब क्राउड देखे तो कितना जबरदस्त था. आई एम प्रीटी श्योर लाइक इट वाज
Yeah.
लवली टू वॉच. सो जब टेस्ट क्रिकेट की बात करते हैं आप बोलते हैं 90 ओवर्स कौन दिखाएगा ये देखा. हालांकि इंडिया में तो बहुत लाइक लोग इरिटेट होते हैं 90 ओवर्स, बट इन इंग्लैंड व्हेन इट्स द एशेस, द hats are out, the sun is out, and yeah, it's brilliant. It's just one of the most beautiful formats.
ये बहुत अच्छा सवाल है. The main guy, bro, Harry Brook. We didn't even speak about him.
हैरी बुक का स्लाइड कब आएगा? हैरी ब्रुक is not failed. He doesn't
Bro,
care. उसने
first
कल
give
आज
me his
इंटरव्यू बोला.
stats, bro. Give me his stats for England in Test cricket. Is
अभी तो
Don Bradman-esque, bro. Don Bradman-esque. The
yeah,
best
he's
batsman,
incredible. He's
the best
incredible.
batsman in the world right now, Harry Brook. He had a poor IPL, magar yes,
No,
I am supporting him, bro. Harry Brook,
100%. Test
he's
cricket
my
mein
guy.
he's made 400 runs in Pakistan. He has made I think 100 in New Zealand. He was spectacular there as well. And yeah, at the age of 21 he's been smashing 100 left, right, and center. So yeah,
I
he's
think
definitely gonna.
I think he's 23, 24. I'm the one who told you 21, so I'm just correcting you because I gave you the
Acha,
misinformation. I think he's
acha.
23, 24. But bro, this guy also will have more license now because uske piche Stokes or Bairstow bhi aa gaya. He'll have more
Hmm.
license to kill it. So I'm looking forward to it again. Uska interview tha aaj, his press conference. I think he spoke about Lyon, Nathan Lyon, and he said, "Listen, I have to respect him. He's a quality bowler and everything. But if it's in my zone, I will whack. I will try to whack a six. Like but." He did consider the fact that listen, I have to treat it every single ball. I'm just not going to smash everything, but he's an exceptionally talented player. Looking forward to it. Look, he's had a tough time in the last few months. It's about coming out of that and trying to translate his form. There's no guarantee that he's going to score runs. He has to start afresh, and this is going to be a high pressure series. If you thought the IPL was high pressure, this is going to be even more. The whole country is watching. You're playing in front of your home crowds, and you're playing against a high level bowling attack. So he will be under pressure, but I think this could be a good series for him, and hopefully that he scores. Man, I'm really
Yeah.
excited. But he's a very exciting batsman, Mr.
And
Harry
a
Brook.
very very good test cricketer. I think he doesn't look he look he very he's known for his hitting ability and stuff, but patience है बंदे में. And आप देख लो 4 centuries पाकिस्तान में and 100 in New Zealand, 89 in New Zealand, 100 in IPL. He's consistent in terms of 100. I mean, not the best in an IPL format kind of a situation, but I think in Test cricket he's one fine cricketer. And yeah, I think जो भी age है 24, 20, 24 I think is what you said. And yeah, he's gonna be one of the best probably to for the years to come. But again, the bowlers that he has and the interview that he's done, he's saying कि मेरे को डर तो नहीं लग रहा. But again, these bowlers अच्छे अच्छों की वाट लगा देते हैं on their days. So देखना पड़ेगा. It's the more we're talking about it, the Smiths, the Roots, the Brooks, the Travis Head is going to be one someone is going to watch. I would definitely wait. I'm very keen on watching Travis Head as well.
Man,
कि
like
उन्हें क्या
Travis.
करना है.
Yeah.
साला 168 तो मार के चले गया मिस लेके. But yeah, I'm very interested to see. And Khwaja, uski redemption zaruri hai. He needs to get runs after a poor WTC. Warner last Ashes, kya karenga? Head up high, positive guy. So yeah, it's just gonna be incredible series overall.
बिल्कुल.
But I think that wraps it up. I think कल हम जुड़ेंगे hopefully आपके साथ for the preview because Friday को match है तो Thursday को preview बनता है. We'll try
Yeah,
pulling up
baby.
क्या बोले उसका combine 11 बोले थे and a few other things that we'll
Yeah, and
have
then
and stuff.
we'll do a fantasy picks as well episode. Maybe we can do it separately or we can do it in the thing. We'll figure it out, but we'll have content throughout the series as well, like preview, review. बीच में भी आना तो आ जाएंगे, and we'll have some reels and stuff going on as well. तो
Yeah.
आप जुड़ते रहिए हमारे साथ. We can take the last few comments and then we'll wrap it.
Yes, yes, hello. Full support to England because of
Ganesh boy,
that. BC is very
man.
dodgy.
Ben Stokes, baby.
Ben Stokes. Ban Vokes. ये कौन सा क्रिकेटर है? अच्छा,
Chris
Ban
Stokes.
Vokes. Yeah, no. Ban Vokes, good batsman. I think yeah, Ben Stokes, good batsman. मौका देने चाहिए.
नहीं,
100%.
I
Chris
think,
Vokes. Chris Vokes. Yeah, Chris Vokes. Chris Vokes definitely a very good player to watch out. उन्हें सेंचुरी मार के मुझसे राइट किस वोक्स
मुझे याद नहीं है मगर करता हूँ बैटिंग.
कुछ जबरदस्त बारी खेला था मेरे को वेगली याद आ रहा है अभी
Oh,
अंशुल भाई बोल
against
रहे थे
Pakistan, he scored like 60 or 70 along with Butler. I
yeah
think
along with
they were
Butler
5-6
yeah
down against Pakistan, and then उन्हें जिता दिया था match. I don't know if he scored 100 in that game, but he batted really good. I think it was in COVID times, 2021 में था वो.
और
2020 में था, 2020 में.
Like you said, आप जो बोले थे, just before we move on, के Chris Woakes को भी खिला सकते हैं. You might see rotation in the
You
England
will
bowler.
see both teams, bro. They think it's going to be about body count, bro, because injuries is going to be a problem first. So I think you will see a lot of rotation.
Yeah. Rotation body counts. ये क्या murder episode दिख रहा? Sorry. Did you see the ICC is going to put? Did you see ICC is going to put on overseas players cap for all franchise league to try and save international
You know
cricket?
the
Oh,
funniest thing I saw, bro? Rizwan signed with the Vancouver Knights, okay, for the GT20. I was so excited that he's coming here. And then now they're saying that Pakistan Sri Lanka series is going to be the same time. So how will they come and play then? Like, I don't understand. There's a lot of confusion going on. They need to figure it out, man. And like for me, man, still like one or two, दो तीन मैं संभाल ले सकता हूँ leagues, but like international cricket. Like I am so pumped for this test match, this test series. I can't tell you. No, like
hmm.
even more than the IPL. I love watching Test cricket in England, whether that's on TV or live. But Australia versus England, that is what like gets me up in the morning, bro. Like that's gonna be it's gonna be very exciting, and you can have as many leagues as you want, bro. Like I know that's the future of cricket, but right now, just put your eyes on the prize. That's the Ashes, the urn. Pat
Guys,
Cummins, Postman,
WTC में
Pat,
best.
Postman, Pat.
Mhm. Guys,
Shiraz.
रहाने वार्नर. गाइस डब्ल्यूटीसी में बेस्ट बैट्समैन बताओ अपना बॉलर भी और ओपनर भी माइनस वो सिराज रहाने एंड वार्नर. सिराज कौन है यार वो?
सिराज
सिराज. ओके सिराज.
मेरा है बोलेंट और फिर बैट्समैन ट्रैविस हेड और फिर ओपनिंग बैट्समैन रोहित शर्मा.
रहाने डब्ल्यूटीसी में
अच्छा खेला दो इनिंग बट लाइक
अच्छा खेला हुआ,
ट्रैविस
लाइक
हेड
दो
ब्रो.
इनिंग है यार.
ट्रैविस हेड क्रेजी था. हिम एंड स्मिथ ब्रो फॉर मी, बट आई विल गो
आपको
ट्रैविस.
याद होगा बटलर बेस्ट और स्टोकी बहुत अच्छा कर रहे थे टेस्ट में, एंड देन ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने इनका भूत बनाया, फिर ये भाड़ हुई टीम से.
बाहर हो अभी देखो लाइक लुक अभी अलग है, कैप्टन अलग है, सिस्टम अलग है, कोच अलग है, टैक्टिक्स अलग होने वाले हैं. तो लेट्स सी व्हाट हैपेंस. एंड द थिंग इज इंग्लैंड, इफ यू सी इवन लाइक ऑस्ट्रेलिया, दे डोंट रिलाई ऑन वन प्लेयर. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि लाइक ऑफ कोर्स यू हैव रूट, यू हैव स्मिथ, मगर रूट और
हम्म.
स्मिथ आउट हुए भी आपके पास ऑप्शंस है. पर्टिकुलरली इंग्लैंड अगर आप देखें, उसके बाद आपके पास ब्रोक, बेयरस्टो, स्टोक्स, मोइन अली. तो बैटिंग बहुत है आपके पास. आई डोंट थिंक यू हैव टू वरी अबाउट वन पर्टिकुलर बैट्समैन और वन पर्टिकुलर थिंग. अगर दोनों में दो तीन भी नहीं चले तो आपके पास है ऑप्शंस. And that's the thing. And I think that's why Ben Stokes, he backs openers like Crawley and Tuckett. He's not worried if they lose wickets because they bat that deep. For him, it's about getting quick runs, getting to a good strike, getting 50 for no loss in like 11 overs, 10 overs, and then building from there.
हाँ, बेन फोक्स बोल रहे थे अंशुल भाई. बेन फोक्स, यस, अ वेरी गुड विकेट कीपिंग बैट्समैन जो है. Because I remember Pakistan very well. उन्हें वहाँ I think कुछ
He's the
60
best
विकेट
wicketkeeper in
मारा था.
England, bro. He's better than
Yeah,
Bairstow. He's better
100.
than Butler.
South Africa में also I think at 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very good. बहुत
No,
जबरदस्त.
but
I
I'm
think
just
मैं तो
talking
भूल
about.
भी गया था ये प्लेयर के बारे में.
Yeah, I'm just
Really,
talking about wicket keeping wise, not like
yeah,
of course batting wise, Bairstow and Butler are better, but wicket keeping wise,
wicket wise, yeah.
he's the best keeper. And Bobby, it's a very good topic that Anshul Bhai, chede so like because they were talking about it in different podcasts and stuff that I was listening, and they were saying that it's unfortunate. I think Mark Butcher was saying on the Wisdom Cricket Show that like he's been your best keeper. Ben Stokes said he would back him and everything, and Bairstow also coming back from an injury, he has to be keeping all 5 games. Will he be able to live up to the mark? Yes, batting wise, so you cannot drop Bairstow, but having folks in your team, it just gives you that surety that he can keep for 90 overs a day and he's fully fit. Bairstow, will his foot movement be the same? Everything, he had a leg injury, right? He broke his leg. So
Yeah,
keeping wise, that
yeah.
will put more pressure on him. I think it is high risk if you look at it from that point of view. So that's a very good point. I think they will miss Ben Fox in this series.
Yeah, Mohammad Rizwan is going to come to Canada to meet Mustafa. GLT20 since Sarfaraz will be wicketkeeper for the series against Sri Lanka.
Okay, that's weird, man. Yeah.
Sarfaraz is coming back into the grind, but yeah, I mean, looking forward to whatever it is, the GT20, the MLC, the World Cup, everything. But Abhi on Friday we start Birmingham first test, Australia versus England.
Yes, sir.
The Ashes, and yeah, stay tuned for all the action, the content like Mustafa mentioned, and we'll be back tomorrow hopefully with a new topic, and I mean the preview mostly because we have the game on Friday. But yeah, Mustafa, I think that's about it, and we'll see them very quickly tomorrow inshallah. And till then, like, subscribe, share, and yeah, chasing the target. Thank you. Good night.